As a 1962 graduate of Southwestern Central School, George Barone Jr. had coached baseball in Chautauqua County for 64 years, managing teams in the Southwestern area baseball leagues and all around Jamestown and Jamestown Babe Ruth League. He had served as president, vice president for both leagues, as well as the East Lake Babe Ruth League. In all, George coached for Southwestern, Jamestown Community College, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Fall Baseball League, Chautauqua County Men's Baseball League, and Girls Softball and Southwestern Girls Hardball League. In 2004, the Southwestern community had a George Barone Day to thank him for his many years of service to the youth of sports. On January 15th, 2021, myself, Randy Anderson, and sports editor Scott Kinberg paid a visit to George's home during his final days and presented him with his Hall of Fame plaque and ring. The look on George's face was priceless, a moment that I'll never forget and will never be repeated. George passed away just 5 days later. Most importantly, through the whole thing, George knew then that this was being given to him in his honor. Tonight, George's daughter, Brooke Barone, will accept on his behalf as we formally induct George Barone into the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame as a 2022 inductee. Brooke?
Thank you, everyone. My father, George L. Barone Jr., passed away, as they mentioned, last January 20th of pancreatic cancer. Prior to his passing, though, he was honored, and I remember that day very, very well as well, for his induction. There are not many people who hear the word baseball or see the old Cleveland Indians mascot without thinking of George Barone. His passion for the kids in baseball lasted up until his very final days, and in those final days, my father started to begin writing his speech for this occasion, and I promised him I would relay his words the best I could to you all. And here it goes. I would like to thank the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame and its president, Randy Anderson, Secretary Russ Eklund, Banquet Chairman, Chip Johnson, and the Hall of Fame Board of Directors, and thank you to Pat Simons for nominating me. I was a member of the board when they met at the York Steakhouse in the mall, and I used to run the banquet for a few years and started a program whereby we would sell ads to make money for the Hall of Fame. I accept this great honor on behalf of all of my players who played for me in the 64 years I coached baseball. My assistant coaches were the best, and I love every one of you very much. I would like to thank my parents, George and Gladys Barone, my brother Anthony, and my former wives, the late Carolyn Barone and Vicki Barone, who live in Jamestown, my children, Adam, Chris, and Brooke, as well as the late Taylor Barone, and lastly, my grandchildren, Owen, Asia, McLaughlin, Lucy, and Harper, and my daughter-in-law, Heather. The Post-Journal Sports Department, Terry Hessling, Jim Riggs, Frank Hyde, and Scott Kinberg, who always gave the team and my team the excellent coverage, and I thank them as well as the Chautauqua County Empires. Finally, a big thank you to the Southwestern area sports that gave me a chance to have my own team at 15 years old. To Frank Hyde and Bob Davidson, may you guys rest in peace. In closing, my father lived a full life, but still was taken from us far too soon. After his passing, I found a note he had written on his desk, and I will conclude this by reading it. It read, "I won't be far away, for life goes on. Though you can't see me or touch me, I will be near you. And I believe that wherever there's a ball field in this town on a hot summer's day, that this statement will forever ring true." So thank you all for honoring my father and preserving his legacy.